Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. The tarot card for today is the Six of Wands, and this one comes to us from the Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot by artist Kelly Burton. And I just real quick want to say that Kelly has another deck which is available for funding right now. Okay, it's the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle, and this Kickstarter began the other day, and the project funded in 1 hour. All right, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. If you haven't looked at it yet, download the Kickstarter app or go check her out over on Instagram. Now, I have to tell you, today does not have a straight up Six of Wands feeling. Like you feel great about everything all day, or victories, or whatever else you want to attach to this card as a meaning. The moon continues in home sign of Cancer, but is void for most of the daytime, like through like your dinner time for most people here in the US. So what I have to say about that is, if you're looking for success, let it be with something that has already been in play. That's always important when the moon is void, of course. It's kind of like being in a Mercury retrograde, but you can work on things that were already in the works and find success with them. Now, there's a couple things going on here, all right? The whole idea of like the void, and the moon is going to be trine Neptune to boot, all right? I just don't feel like there's the productivity that's there, that's necessary to find the success associated with this card. If anything, with that and the fact that the moon will oppose Pluto, you may not be, what do we always say? We talk about, believing in yourself and believing in what you're doing. And there may be a lack of confidence that's there. Okay, and I really hope that that's not the case. But later in the day, the sun's going to move into Leo, and you almost have like the exact opposite that's happening then, and you really have to be more aware, depending upon your own personality, of keeping a lid on your ego. So it can kind of go from not feeling worthy to being boastful and that type of thing. And of course, there is success there. But when we're dealing with Leo, we're also dealing with this card, with being in the spotlight, okay? And how you handle it is very important. Now, also happening on this day, and while the moon is in Leo, is a square between Mercury and Mars, and a trine between the moon and Venus. It's almost like, immediately hearing those words, it's like that saying, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I think depending upon which one you are is going to depend upon which one of these affects you. Now, there is a sense of feeling above with, this whole Six of Wands thing here. And what I have to say about it, if we go back to yesterday, I was talking about relationships. There's a whole lot of relationship stuff being covered this week, and this card is about you. All right, it is about you and how you are treating others at this time. Okay, there's just so many different ways that this can happen. Now, if you're loud, boastful, arrogant, pushy, or are you patient and kind? Because seriously, I know it's only Tuesday, but in this day and age, we are very connected to others. And I just can't help but think that while it's possible that some of you could see a victory in some sense today with something that you're doing, that's not what this is about. This is about the, confidence, maybe being overconfident, arrogant, boastful, those type of things, like you always picture that macho-ness, like that, pounding on your chest kind of thing. A sense of superiority. So whether you are doing this or you are experiencing it, it just really feels like it's what's coming in with this Leo moon. And of course, once again, all week this week is about relationships. And I think it's going to run the gamut where you're going to find various interactions, various relationships. Again, relationships aren't all about love. You have all kinds of relationships in your life, and a number of them are being brought up for review. So pay attention to what's happening. Try not to be, overly, dramatic about anything, I suppose we could say, and that type of thing as we get toward the evening. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just there when we see people's behavior, and that is very important. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and as always, have a great day.